Why would the Supreme Court place a stay order and give a period of 9 days? In my opinion, this is equal to interference. Because, for example, if this issue is as urgent or is a matter of emergency, then I think the Supreme Court, the justice in Chima should call for the conference like today,
immediately,
this Monday morning,
instead of waiting up
before session day. And you understand?
Instead of waiting up November 4th.
But for it to say November, he gave the people 9 days. No, Bessie, I mean, I'm not supposed to be questioning your decision, but I think this one, I mean, is way far beyond my understanding. I don't understand, because to say this issue is an emergency and then you give 9 days, so you mean the legislature should not work for 9 days until they wait for whatever happens? I think it's almost equal to interference. But let's take this
Yes.
caller on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Joseph Sakipago. I'm calling from Puerto.
Go ahead.
Just go ahead. Don't hold the line.
Yes, I want to ask the honorable man why you want to take over from office.
Okay. Yeah, even though he's not yet, but number one, they said he's conflicted. For a matter of fact, his firm is doing consultancy for several government critical money spending institutions of government, including concession companies, as their lawyer. His legal firm is representing these companies. According to them, it is impeding their oversight responsibility. There are some of them there. Number two, they said when he was deputy speaker, he overspent the budget that was appropriated for him in the national budget. The money appropriated for him, he spent far more than what was there for him, and other issues. So these are some of the issues that he raised. Yeah.
Yes, they are just zero count. So let's pick our last caller. Then we'll link up with our guest this morning, right here on the TBS. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, this is Chico Davis calling you from Lizo. Yeah, okay. According to the majority of bloc that said that they have an issue, and the council that it means have they gone to investigate as to whether it is true, because you can accuse someone and get a person to the court, they have court hear your case, it's okay, the person is guilty. They have to go into the investigation as to whether this man overspent or how did he spend the money. And again, since 2022, you saw that he didn't bring that up. Until 2023, budget came and passed, you all signed it. They came up and you did everything they're supposed to do. You didn't sign up.
Okay.
He said, now you have signed up. The men who came with you, come back with you, paying to that saying, you people don't do things in the house, the house will be done. So let's investigation go on as to whether they're saying the truth or Fadikova is saying the truth on the counterclaim.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm not a member of the House of Representatives, and I'm not a member of the quote unquote majority bloc. But on you, like I said before, right? The issue with the House of Representatives and the legislature is, I can say, in my own opinion, it's not by law. In my opinion, it's 60% politics and 40% legal. So this very question he asked now, if they ask us now, the way they say the CDC administration spent 25 million are meant for mob of exercise. They like when people investigate to know whether it was actually true that the money and the former finance minister Samuel where they didn't do it appropriately, they just put the money in wheelbarrow, they carry so and so. Because these are the reason why they voted against CDC. Okay. They say we want CDC. They talk about 16 billion. They like bring people as voting population investigate. So it's almost the what's happening in the legislature. Majority say they want to go for without one day. Then you say that they investigate to know whether these things are true. So that put out one answer.
So on this whole thing, as we close up before going out, my only issue I do have is with this lawmaker campaign. That's the only problem. Yes, whether you're Mokofa, you're Mokofa, but to pay a night $200.
It's always been the case. And
salary paying but so this country we got money in this country, yeah.
But our salary paying to come now.
Salary,
yeah,
sure.
But what you will say?
Okay,
do we have any?
That money is coming from somewhere. We do have money in this country to pay a night. Even the national team, Lone Stars, struggle for capping fee. Anyway, let's move on.
But we need to go to Nima Echo Lodge. That two and turn it up in there.
How many nights we talking about here?
It depends on what you get for.
Someone's just looking for $1 a day.
Before child stayed on in the NPF working to launch Rebel War in Liberia,
Sleep in your home, man.
You know,
and make the wise decision.
You know how long they stay in Africa, the other place they Burkina Faso, other place where they cross the border to come to Liberia.
Okay, we'll talk about it's laughable, but let's go into our guests. We'll go into our time. But tomorrow, the whole thing that had to me, if I'll go let him go. But my issue here, why y'all camp?
Yeah, but when you as we go to our guests, I think the truth is for the
why don't camp?
Or for the 3 members of the house say we don't want you again. I think the best thing anybody can do is to step aside.
My issue here
instead of chasing after legality and all these things.
But you can step to your house and make a decision.
And you know that our house is a political house that you want to bring love in the inside like that. Let that.
Great. Monday morning, so we have Dr. Augustus Gallet-Quia, Registrar General, Liberia Medical and Dental Council. Joseph Jawolo Coleman, Director for Medical and Research, Liberia Medical and Dental Council, of us live this morning. So much to talk about. Let's have this big thing coming up. So let's see if we can link up with them. On the other side of the studio is the TBS. Good morning to both of you in studio. Good morning.
Good morning to all the radio listeners.
Good morning, fellow Liberians in Radio Land.
Okay.
It's good to be here today.
Let's have a self-introduction. Just call your name, your title, each of you represent.
Okay, my name is Joseph Coleman. I'm the Medical and Research Director of the Liberia Medical and Dental Council.
I'm Dr. Augustus Gallet-Quia, the Registrar General and Secretary to the Liberia Medical and Dental Council.
Okay. Yes, again, officially, we'd like to say good morning and thanks for accepting to come to sit with us to talk about some of the most, critical issues in our country. And we're happy to have you this morning, at least for you people are not politicians. So all that I think they're doing to the capital business, that ain't your business.
You still break.
Yes. Yes, so a little bit about the Liberia Medical and Dental Council. We know the name is there in the public. Some people know, the NMDC and all of that, but some also don't know what this is for. What kind of institution is this? What do they do? So just give us a summary of what the Liberia Medical and Dental Council is.
Thank you so much. Liberia Medical and Dental Council is an autonomous agency of the Republic of Liberia responsible for registration of health facility, responsible for licensure of medical doctors and other paramedics, and also responsible for the accreditation of medical/health facility and training institution, health training institution in the Republic of Liberia.
Okay. Great. Yes.
Okay. Yes, that sounds good. It's almost like naming some of the functions of it already. You want to give a little brief about when it was established and some of the key things.
Okay. The Liberia Medical and Dental Council, before it was Liberia Medical Board, honored the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
Then in 2010, Professor Robert Boto and some other visionary medical leaders thought it wise to establish the council, and they did a lot of research and things in the West Africa sub-region. And on the 25th of March 2010, Her Excellency President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf signed the act into law that established the Liberia Medical and Dental Council to ensure that medical practice is regulated in the Republic of Liberia under a separate agency. Before it was under the Ministry of Health.
Okay.
But the ministry cannot be the referee and the player at the same time.
Okay.
So it was separate from that. And then we, as I mentioned before, registration, licensure, accreditation, and even we do adjudication of medical malpractice cases in case somebody is not certified with the treatment they receive in the hospital. They write their complaint to the council, and then we have committee that will look into that complaint of the person that filed in the complaint. Wow. These are some of the responsibility of the medical council. Maybe Coleman will want to add one or two things.
Yeah, that also that has been one of the major problems. You see that people complain they don't know where to carry their cases to when they are maltreated at the hospital, or when they receive the wrong medication, or when the wrong professionals treat them. So LMDC is there, and we have had a lot of cases, and we have executed cases, and we have brought professionals to book, and when some of their licenses has been suspended, and some of them have been revoked. If you are not a Liberian, some of their licenses have been taken away and they have been deported, turned over to immigrations, and they have been, going through. Actually, the LMDC, as we said, it's a friendly organization. It's a friendly institution that is there to make sure that the safety of everybody is ahead to. No pregnant woman should die at this time while giving birth. We try to control.
You follow monitor that.
Yes, we try to make sure that those who are providing services are up to the tax. Not only just having the degree or having the paper on your hand, that doesn't mean you are qualified to perform the duty. The practicality more than matters to LMDC.
Okay, yes, that is great. But let's talk a little bit about the connect between the LMDC and the Ministry of Health.
Okay, that Dr. will talk later on. As we said before, the LMDC was called the medical board that will honor the direct supervision and control of the Minister of Health at that time. And when the late Dr. Bonagali said, no, we had to separate these people so that they can function independently.
Okay.
So the Minister of Health does not give license to a doctor, a nurse, or any professional.
You'll take a time on this one.
Yes.
Take a time on it. The Ministry of Health.
The Ministry of Health does not give license to professionals.
Okay.
They are service provider. So we license the people and we turn it over to the Ministry of Health for hiring.
Okay.
Now, whenever there's medical malpractice, the Ministry of Health turn the people over to LMDC for investigation. The reason why, because we are the one who said the person is qualified to be a doctor. The person is qualified to be a nurse. The person is qualified to be a radiographer. That's why you go around the world now, Liberia has become one of the toughest areas for anybody just to come Liberia and get a license. Yes. So I can say it. Liberia is one of the toughest because we have put in place, and those people who are responsible to evaluate those doctors, they are highly qualified people with a lot of experience.
So that was exactly where I was going. What measure do you use to qualify people?
Okay, first of all, we have committee.
Okay.
We have our system in place. You apply to the council and submit all your documents.
Okay.
Fine. Then you can go write all the best thing. Now we do invest. Now go have research department. We do research. We call the universities. We call the institution, your country, to make sure that we submit all the documents you sent to us to them to verify and tell us. Not only that, after they have said, okay, yes, the person is a medical doctor, he has been licensed, fine. Then we come to our side now. Our committee has their own way of evaluating. If possible, we give you written and oral exam.
Okay.
Yes. And if you come and say you are a orthopedic surgeon, we got somebody who will question on that topic.
Okay.
If you say you are a urologist, we got people there. So based upon your qualification, that how committee functions.
Wow. Great. Yes. Yeah, go ahead. You're adding up that.
Yeah, let me just add something to that. The medical council around the world operates through committees. And we have, like what you said, we make use of our credentials and examination committee. We also have accreditation committee, and we also have ethics and disciplinary committee.
Okay.
So when you come, we do all your verification, and you are qualified to work. We issue you a license to practice under the law of the Republic of Liberia. So you'll be subjected to the law of Liberia. Both Liberians and non-Liberians will be subjected to that law. And then you will now be posted to a specific hospital. In some cases, the Ministry of Health will request for your services. In other cases, you may have private institution, component, faith-based. I think they say, okay, we want to bring a specific doctor in Liberia. because we want the person to serve in our institution, and then that person will go through the processes. They will be giving you a license. They will even do, we can even do a background check for criminal activities in that individual because it's part of the requirement. We will do all that, and when you are certified, we'll give you the license to practice.
Yes. Can give you a lesson the present.
Do you have a period where maybe you do maybe further should I say assessment to ensure that these people that you've licensed are working in line with your code of should I say ethics, or in fact the right way they're supposed to work? Do you have a period where you do, maybe regular or periodic assessment of these people you give lessons to?
Oh, yes. Okay. So, according to international standard and best practices, regulation is 80% in the field and 20% in the office. Because you only get to know whether someone is doing the right thing when you go in the field. And sometimes the inspection in the field is announced and sometimes it's unannounced. Because when you announce it, there's a tendency for the person to put things into order, like eye service. We will tell you that we are going to do inspection from this time to this time, or we are going to do pre-registration assessment inspection from this time to this time. But the actual day that we are coming, we'll not let you do until that day when we are getting closer, because from interaction with our colleagues in the West Africa sub-region, Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, people tend to go and borrow bed sheet and other things to make the place look beautiful, so that when the assessment team come, they will see that everything is nice. You have this one in that place. You have the other one in place. Then when the people leave, the things they borrow, they carry right back. So when we go there, on and now, we see the actual true picture. Because the fact is that you should honor the standard of the Ministry of Health and the World Health Organization. When we talk about cleanliness, the place should be clean. When we talk about infection control, it should be what? Control. And the Ministry of Health have all those guidelines that they disseminated to all the health facilities. So you have to follow it to the letter. No if and if about it. Because you cannot go to seek for medical care at the hospital and then the hospital now infect you with another condition. That shouldn't be the case. It should be a very clean place that you go there and get the best services ever and go back home better.
Wow. Yeah. So let's go to the big one. This pre-registration assessment of health facilities. Do you have a time frame? There are lots of health facilities. When you wake up in the morning, just everywhere in the communities, in the counties, just everywhere. It's good to be there, but it should be up to standard. Let's look at this assessment. Do you have a time frame or registration that you want to kick this off? You want announcing that to the general public?
Okay, first of all, let me just clear because there was the question they asked concerning the doctors, how they are being regulated. Non-Liberian. Let me just clear that before we come to the other one. Now, as we speak now, we don't give non-Liberian GP license to practice in Liberia. Okay, if you apply to practice in Liberia, you have to pass through an institution. So this is I want to tell you how to regulate them. Institution have to apply for you. Like for instance, JFK, ALWA have to say we asking to authorize this to work with us. And based upon the license that is issued to that individual is limited to that facility. And we get a temporary license. So we monitor them every year based upon their performance. So we are even anticipating to stop, because now Liberia is producing more doctors. In the future, and Ministry of Health will now be in a position to accommodate all our doctors that are graduating. So we are attempting to stop doctors. If you want to import doctor, make sure that position will be advertised and there's no Liberian doctor who is qualified to occupy the position.
Okay.
Right, that is clear. Now, on the other aspect, have to do with inspection or health facility.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we have procedures, we have guidelines set. Now, we have two. We have both public and private. The Ministry of Health had a standard which everybody should follow. They had a standard to build a clinic, health center, and a hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that guideline is there. So the private facility too, they have, or they go beyond that. Like for instance, you want to build just a dental clinic. How do you get a guard? Because dental clinic don't have to have all those former placenta paid, incinerator. No. So those things, when you apply, we gotta make sure that if you say you're applying for a dental facility, you have to have a dentist.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta have a dentist. If you say you want to apply for maternal health center, you have to have a midwife, qualified midwife that has been licensed by the Board of Nursing and Midwifery, and should be current. So we have our guideline. They have the infrastructure design at 3 areas. One, infrastructure. We have the services being provided, and we have the human resource. These are the things that we look at. Now, look at infrastructure. Does it meet requirement? You can say, okay, I want to be a surgical clinic, and you don't have a surgeon. You say you want to be a maternity center, you don't have a midwife. What happens? You will increase the death rate. Maternal and child death rate will increase because what the people there who say they are providing maternal services, they are not midwives. So when a pregnant woman comes there, they don't know what to do. And the result, the mom stay in labor and the woman pass out or is being referred to another facility.
Okay, yeah. So let's look at one. Do you have a time frame for this exercise? This registration is registration, assessment of health facility, types of services. On this, you have clinic, health centers, and hospitals in line with MOH and WHO.
Well, I was saying that for our inspection, there's no specific time.
So you're moving at any given time.
Yes.
You don't need to announce to them.
No, we not announce. We don't announce or coming to the facility.
But is there a period that they are aware that maybe within this period this thing will be happening?
What we want to do this time around is to give a time frame, at least for them, because I know to have a limit that you can go. And we want to start our pre-registration assessment from the 1st of November. It will then end on the 31st of March 2025. Initially, registration starts from January to March, which is a grace period, taking into consideration those that are outside of Moserado County. But this time around, we give a longer period to enable people to come, pay for the pre-registration assessment, and then our team will then inform you on the day that they are going to your facility. Hours before they go there, they will inform you, they will let you know. Those that are outside of Moreno, we will work with our partners, the county health team, and other people to ensure that that work is done, because we are logistically handicapped. So like those in Maryland and the Southeast will have a way to work with the county health teams to get that done. But we'll also do verification at the appropriate time when the time is right. But this time around, before we give you certificate to operate, we will have to ensure that you have everything in check according to your application. If the clinic, the things that should be in the clinic will be there. If the health center, you have to be there. If the hospital or specialized health facility, the specialist services you are rendering, if the OBGYN, you have ultrasound, you have delivery bell, all the things will be there according to Ministry of Health and WHO guidelines. It's not going to be business as usual, because the health of Liberia, the health of the citizens of Liberia is very, very important to the arrest agenda of President Biden.
It's a very huge tax. Are you taking this into consideration? Maybe the area you maybe
yes, we are, because we know that we have
all of it.
15 counties
Yes.
in Liberia, and we will start gradually. And it's going to be a continuous process, because some people will delay. Even though we have a grace period, but we will stay extended because it's an ongoing process. So that when you come and say, oh, I had the difficulties, that why I couldn't come earlier, then we will give you that, understanding, and then we'll operate with you. Because we want the people of Liberia to get the best services. We don't want to strangulate the health services, because we don't have too much in Liberia. We don't have too much manpower in Liberia. We don't have many facilities in the Republic of Liberia to serve the 5.2 million estimated people in Liberia.
Yeah, so in addition to licensing professionals who perform these professional duties, especially in the medical field, you also license institutions that offer professional training. Is that correct?
Yes, within the Act, LMDC is accredited all training institution in the Republic of Liberia, medical school, paramedical institution. So any institution that you don't have license to provide health training, because we are already giving, like, the nursing board, they are on their own. They have responsible to give licenses for nursing training institutions. But apart from all medical schools, any health training institution in the Republic of Liberia had to be licensed. We have given license to, like, the PA school in Bon County, the dental therapy school at ELWA. We have, and other people have applied. We still looking after, I mean, like, what inside based upon a criteria that is set. So that if you don't meet the criteria, we can allow you. And if you start to operate the school, that means you will not be licensed. The student will not be licensed, and they cannot practice anywhere in the Republic of Liberia.
Yeah, because that's one of the issues why I raised this particular question, because there are some of the community colleges in the counties where they have the nurses department. However, at some point in time, you hear that, oh, even though the department is here, but they are not being licensed to graduate. Sometimes the students are there, they are going through the process and all of that. So what are the criteria? What measures do you actually use in allowing these institutions to actually offer the nursing program?
In the first place, is that when you apply for a nursing program at the nursing board, they have their criteria set. When they approve you, it's been posted and circulated that this facility is being approved to offer a nursing program.
Okay.
Now, you as a student or a parent that who wants to send their child to this particular facility, make sure that they meet the requirements. Say, is this school accredited by the Liberia Medical and Dental Council or by the nursing board? Because at the end, you don't have lessons to practice what you have learned. You see, so if I go on our website, Liberia Medical Dental Council.gov.rl, you will see most of those requirements are there. How to apply for a specific program within your scope of work. So most people don't understand. They don't understand some of those things. So you see that they just passing around. How you saw there was some noise around that, oh, they don't want to be licensed because based upon our standard set. And we're not joking about it. We're not going to joke about it.
You're not joking about it. So I'm here looking, I say unannounced inspection, visitation,
yes,
during working hours. What's the penalty like? Maybe you just bump into this facility, don't meet the standard, we shut it down. I'm here thinking outside box.
And first of all, we have the accreditation. Accreditation done after every 2 years. That one is different. That one is detailed. That one is detailed accreditation. That one involve going into we have like 16 standards that we use. Everything is detailed.
16 standards?
Yes.
Okay.
16 standards is detailed. That one, every aspect of the facility will be assessed accordingly. But this one is monitoring. Monitoring will just come to you on now. Say, okay, oh fine. You say you are a surgical clinic. Where's the surgeon that you got here? Where's the theater? How the setup?
Okay.
How the RPC protocol be adhered to? What the medication? Where is the emergency room? Where is the recovery ward? Where are the surgical nurses? Where are the scrub nurses? So those things, placenta pit. how do you manage your waste disposal? Is it exposed to the community, giving the community infection? How do you incinerate your medical waste? So these are two you look at just on the spot. We can't see, okay, fine. That's why you see most people complain that when they go to the facility, they only see nurse aid. But now when they apply, when they submit their documents, on the document you see the fine names. Fine names that let's know. Yeah, everything there. Now when you go to the facility, on the nurse you see there.
So I'm here talking about the action now. You know,
so
maybe just want to book. When we go, what are some of the penalties?
We have penalized people. When we go to the facility, first of all, we suspend our license. The license is issued to you by the council. Now, there are some monetary aspect will say you pay, some of them go as far as $10,000 go pay the government cover. Yeah, based upon the gravity, because of deception, that complete violation of state health regulation. You don't can't tell somebody say, I guess surgical clinic, you go there, you don't see a surgeon there. The person drove from my hometown, Lower County, come all the way to Vonyama. I mean, from Vonyama to come and say, I went to that clinic, say, they get surgeon there. The person cannot see no surgeon there. We see no one nurse, saying that behind the desk, comfortably sit there and either chat with somebody. It has psychological effect on you. So we penalize them, we write them, and we have got a court. A Supreme Court with some facility. Yes.
So let me just buttress what my colleague have said. You know, Marka and O'Neill,
Mhm.
one of the things that you cannot joke with in this life is health.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most times they say health is wealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is no shortcut in medicine. Everything is standardized. Everything is according to standard operating procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Even when you want to take blood from the person, there's a way you have to do it. Because when you pierce the person's skin, if you don't follow the standard operating procedure, you will introduce what? Infection into that skin.
Mm.
You get the picture? So at the end of the day, the medical councils are there to ensure that all these standards are followed. No shortcut about it.
No shortcut.
Because people's lives are at stake. Because if you want to have a social economic development in the country, you have to have a healthy population.
Wow.
Because you have so many people say, who will do the work? Nobody will do the work. Everybody's sick at home. Who will do the work? So we ensure that the population of Liberia, they are what? Healthy. And they are, when they go to the hospital, they will get the best services ever that they can get. Anything short of that will bring you to book and will penalize you. We can revoke, we can suspend, and we can deny you a license.
So at what point do you initiate, for example, investigations, if I may say? Do you wait for someone from one clinic to bring complaint to you? At what point do you start to investigate issue, whether this doctor is not licensed, maybe
Okay,
institution-
this is how we do it. Sometimes we get a complaint from the public.
Mhm.
We go and investigate. Or sometimes we receive written complaint addressed to the chairperson of the council, and then we invite the complainant and we invite the defendant.
Okay.
And we ask them question, what happened that led to the death of this person? But it takes time because it's not something like you just go and ask one or two information. No, you have to do some background investigation. You have to look at the chart. You have to see what was written and what was done.
Mm.
What
You got the picture?
landmark decisions you have made that can serve as maybe precedent? For example, you say, well, when this happened at this facility, the LMDC took this decision. So based on that decision, we're going to take this issue maybe to the LMDC to look into it. What landmark decision you can recall that this council has made in the past?
The first is that I don't want to call institution name, but we are taking action, and plenty. I mean, with the help of and experience of Professor Peter Coleman, who is the head of that committee, they are making a lot of decisions. So our own facility, government facility, they are being penalized. Some doctors have been licenses have been suspended, and some have gone to court and they are paying huge amount of money. And some institutions have been penalized. They are paid up to 100,000 to the victims for negligence and malpractices. So a lot of people are aware. Even recently, you heard the other case that happened in Lockingtown. Lockingtown, which we took serious action about it. And those doctors that are responsible, those people that are responsible were brought to book, and we investigated. We won't come out with our decision. We give to you. Here's the case. You are guilty. You are guilty. ELW, JFK. They are all being caught in the web when it comes to this our investigation. Now, he said we go out to see that what is done is right on the field there or within the facility. But there are two ways. If you write us, we intervene. If you don't write, we hear from the public, we intervene.
Because you know whistleblower.
Yeah, and mind you, these all have legal implications. They all have legal implications. You can't just go on the field and just take something. We should have the legal backing. That's why before we come out with our findings, we make sure I've done all our investigation. And the lawyers, we have lawyers. They are aware the funding is given to them. The consultants investigate, look at the chart of the patient that the person did wrong at a certain level during the patient care. This is what happened, and led to the patient death or injury. So we have done a lot. Maybe if we want to need them, plenty. We need them. Some of them, you know them.
Okay, so finally from my end, outside of Montserrat County, what are your activities out there? In Nimba, in Grand Cru, in River G, Grand G there. I mean the D-War counties. How active are you in these counties?
Okay,
I know there are different health facilities there. I mean, we want to know.
Okay, so the Liberia Medical and Dental Council have one regional office, and that is in Bangabon County on Cocoya Road. And that one regional office will have just one clinician, and she's responsible for Bon County, Nima County, and Lofa County, and these are all big counties.
One
So the
person.
one person. So we are trying to see how best we can engage the Civil Service Agency and the Ministry of Finance to increase that, because very soon we will be doing the revenue sharing cost with the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning. And that means we will have to increase the clinical supervisor or the clinical officer at the Banga office. There is also a plan to open regional offices in the southeast. Southeast is very far, and also open another regional office in the western region. But all those are in our working strategic plan for 5 years. We are working to it, but it is actually difficult most of the time to get. But we coordinate with the county health team to get those things done because they are the arm of the Ministry of Health, and they are professional colleagues. They are doctors, nurses, physician assistants, laboratory technicians. So we work closely with them to ensure that the right thing is done at the right time for the sake of the public.
Great. So the right thing is done at the right time for the sake of the public. That's Augusta Galequia with us this morning, and of course, you adding up? Okay, great.
As you said
Yeah.
before, because like he just mentioned, actually what needs to happen, we need to do at least twice a year to go around the country to do inspections and also to empower our county health team to get our leverage to say that these people should try to work in line with us. But since for the past 4 5 years now, we have been unable to go around the country. But we used to go around the country from county to county to make sure that those facilities, not only public, both public and private facility, both public and private facility, we've been doing it. And we get licenses to government facility. Like for instance, you see the 14 military hospital. The 14 military is one of the institutions that can be first to apply for license from the JFK. Okay. So it's not only private facility, we are dealing with both public and private.
Even company.
And consider company.
Faith-based.
These are things we'll be dealing with.
All right. Yes. Very well. Let's see if we can take a reaction from the public. Well, 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia Truth FM, Dr. Augusta Galequia, Registrar General, Liberia Medical and Dental Council, Joseph Jawolo Coleman, Director for Medical and Research, Liberia Medical and Dental Council, live with us on the segment of the TBS. If you have questions to pose to them, it's important you ask because when you see them this time, they come unannounced. I like that way. Yes,
unannounced. Yes, obviously, and that's how it's supposed to be. Because if you like, I think one of the docs mentioned, if you announce, they will go and do things just to satisfy the team that is coming. But I think when you go there unannounced, I mean you will see the real thing that's happening there. So yes, call 0770-202579. That's the female line, 0770-202579. The other line is 0777-285961.
Yes.
0777-285961. Yes. So you can call and let's talk about this thing. It is very important. This one is not politics, but it's about life. It's about health. Yes. So we have the team here. You can call and ask questions as to what you want to understand from the team and what they're doing, what you expect of them, and all of that. But let's take the first caller this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
One of the silent listeners to this station, but today I really.
Yes, go ahead. Ask. We interview your guests, and they have made a lot of points. So let's talk about the interview at hand.
So I listened to the star and a colleague. I listened to them from the beginning until the end. So for me, what I really want to tell them, they have to be pragmatic. Many they themselves sometimes they shouldn't send people in the field to do the work. They themselves sometimes they should even surprise that can go in the field. Because I know I'm saying it because I have experience.
Okay.
There are some guys from that place that even they pay them money. From how you call it, those drugs so you see, they pay them money. The money can go to there, they can go and collect that money Monday. I'm telling you.
They will call you.
So this is I think it's a new team here.
I want them to be pragmatic and so that shouldn't sit in the office. They should get in the field to inquire, surprising to the people to get to know what's happening.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. So much. Thank you. So for me, I just wanted to make emphasis as to what are the regulatory authorities reach as far as medicine stores and all of that. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, you can't hold the line. Let's take this caller. Good morning. Good morning.
My name is Anthony Pina.
But you got music playing in the
Come on, you
background.
can't do this to us, man. You can't do this to us. Let him go. Let's speak this
Yeah.
caller. You can't do this, man. Yeah. Ah. What kind of country is this?
Yes, against you. Yeah. What kind of country
What
is
kind of
this?
country is this? You calling
Yeah.
and something different else is playing. So let's speak another call on the line. Good morning.
Good morning, Onyu and Marka. This is Milton Yoko. I call from a resident in Kingry, here. Thank you this morning. For me, I'm one person who have always advocated for health in this country. You know me most of the time when I call on your program, I tell you so my plans when I come to leadership is to make sure that the woman that suffer from cancer can get walk to JFK and take a treatment and ride motorbike and go back home instead of asking for 10,000, begging for 10,000 to go to India to do surgery. One of my leadership, one of the things I want to push is that we need a code, we need a medical code for patients here. Because all these Google team and brothers are saying in the studio there, health is a very serious challenge in our country. When people take their patients to hospital, they treat the patient ugly. Some of the people that died, they're not supposed to die the way they died. Sometimes they give them the thing they're not supposed to give them, they give them the wrong medication. And this thing is causing people to lose their life. So we need to have a code that we can take people to when you destroy someone's life. When somebody dies for you, you're not satisfied, there should be a code that you can go to. And there should be a counselor right in our hospital that we can be able to walk to consult if something goes wrong. Thank you very much.
Yes, I think they mentioned that there at some point in time that they are taking people to court and out of that. So I say you want medical code now, they want correction code and work crime code. Good morning. Good morning.
Great to hear you the morning as well on the topic, the morning as well our doctors to come provide some information concerning our medical, different medical facility.
What? Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, I don't know. Okay.
There's a concern a colleague of mine who applied for the simple test and then did on the application the rest of it, submitted a document because it can be verified and then send email in subsequent. But then when they asked her to deposit her money, she did the deposit. Right in that time, trying to submit her credential, the online application shut down while 2 days were left for the entire process. How can this be reconciled and then perhaps after viewing payment perhaps be accepted?
I hope that irrelevant.
Well, yeah, I hope they can answer that. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, hold on. If they can answer it, we'll say it. This caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Marka. Why you calling
why we answering you? Why we answering you?
I don't know you. How?
Yeah, music in the background.
Yeah, because music was playing in the background. Hold on. You have music playing in the background.
That was the caller who had a huge music in the background.
Go ahead. Play music. You're disturbing us.
Okay. Yes, Anthony Pina.
Okay, go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, thank you for the show. I went there for medical test council. We are paying for professional lesson. Our lesson, we renew our lesson every time our lesson is expired.
You are who?
In the driver facility that we're working, the proprietor will pay for professional lesson to them to pay tax. So I want to know for them how we pay professional lesson and we renew our lesson. So I want to get my place clear for me, please.
So I want your question to also be clear. You say, how can you pay for professional lesson and then pay tax? Is that what you're saying?
We are paying for renew our lesson.
Okay.
Then in the facility where we're working, the proprietor say that they pay lesson from our professional and taking that money from our pay.
Okay.
Let's
hope they be able to answer.
Yeah, they will explain that. Yes, they will explain
the
that.
bosses who works takes money from their pay to pay their lesson fee, but also
I don't know. So maybe they have individual lesson and get institutional lessons. So these could be two different things. However, let's get to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me start with the last caller. Professional lessons are paid for at the medical council. If the person is a nurse, you pay at the library, both for nursing and midwifery. If the person is a pharmacist, you pay at the library pharmacist both. If the person is a physician assistant, they will pay to the physician assistant board, or lab, they will pay to the lab board. A doctor, you come and pay to the LMDC. Now, in terms of registration, registration of health facility is like you want to do a business. You have to go and pay the requisite government tax, which is always paid at the Liberia Revenue Authority, and that is by law. You have to pay. So if the LMDC is not in support of the proprietor going to take money from the staff for them to pay for government taxes, no. The staff are required to pay for their professional license. The best the facility can do is to help the staff pay for the professional license, like other companies that we have, like Isometer, Firestone. They help to pay for the license of their professional staff.
Okay.
But to pay for LRA taxes for your business registration, no. I mean, it's not a good thing. The one that has to do a court proceeding, most of the time, if people bring their cases to LMDC and they are not satisfied with the judgment, it is their constitutional right to go to the civil law court. And if they do, the court will subpoena some of the professors to come and give some expert wisdom. That's a normal thing that goes on even around the world. Okay. If you're not satisfied with the judgment, the ruling, you can still go forward as a citizen. Then, in terms of drugstores, it is the pharmacy board that operates drugstore. But if any citizen sees that someone is operating a drugstore and they're giving drip at the back of that drugstore, they should report it. And that drugstore will be apprehended and handed over to the Liberia Pharmacy Board. Because you are not to give drip at the back of the drugstore. It's not a clinic. It's a drugstore or it's a pharmacy. You are there to issue out drugs based on doctor's prescription. That's the standard around the world. You are not to be giving drip or even doing circumcision at the back of your drugstore. It is illegal, and I call upon the public that you see anyone doing it, please report the person. Come quietly to the council, tell us, we'll send our people there, and when the person is apprehended, we will hand it over to the Liberia Liberia Pharmacy Board for further interrogation and prosecution.
Yeah, so we actually cut over time. Yes, trust me, just received comments. Yes, from our technician due to some there. But trust me, the media will definitely have to support this. The media will be fully involved in this stuff.
Okay, actually, I want to take this time to appreciate you people for having us here. And I was saying that health, you cannot buy health from anywhere. If people could buy health, I mean, some people like Michael Jackson or Nelson Mandela should have died. And the difference between the lawyers, like I would say, lawyers and the professionals, is that when we go in the operating room, we don't carry books. But when the lawyer go on the pulpit, they carry a law book with them, they be opening. So it's a complete difference. So our work is very, very difficult. And we want everybody to help us actually to see so we can reduce the quadri in this country. A lot of people important going around circumcising people, provide this medication. So we are asking you, if you see any of those things that are happening, illegal operation of facility, please report to Liberia Medical Dental Council. As I said, our website is Liberia Medical Dental Council.gov.rr. You will see most of our activities are there.
Thank you. Thank you.
To close, I want to tell the public that Liberia Medical and Dental Council, we are your friends. We are your partners. We are here to serve the public. We are here to serve the agenda of the government of Liberia, the Ministry of Health, the WHO, and all our value partners. We are here to ensure that the right thing is done at the right time for the sake of the people of Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the media definitely for part this morning. Thank you so much for calling up on the morning edition of the Truth Verified Show. Liberia Medical Dental Council coming up. We will definitely be a part of this. We'll be on the entire team. Just let's come back and the rest of the new hopefully switching up to one call one.
And we need that. We need all of you, because right now, as you know, this race is close. It's too close for my liking. And I came out here to Michigan because I am someone who takes her own advice to heart. I know that if we want to help this country finally turn the page on the politics of hatred and division, we can't just sit around and complain. No, we've got to do something. If we want to usher in the next generation of American leadership, we have got to do something. If we want to elect someone with a character that is worthy of the Oval Office, someone with the strength of heart to guide our country to a better day, we have got to what? And that someone, of course, is my dear friend Kamala Harris. And Michigan, I am so hopeful about the